welcome back to Flattening My Island, or if you're new, welcome to Flattening My Island. We are in the home stretch. This is going to be the second to last video of this series. Today we are going to be getting rid of the entrance area, and where I'm standing is where the museum used to be. You'll notice I've moved all of the houses out of the neighborhood, so the neighborhood is ready to be deconstructed in the last episode. We won't be doing that today, but in the next episode after this one, we'll be getting rid of that whole neighborhood and behind resident services area. But yeah, I've sped it up a little bit faster than it typically is just because I'm doing quite a large section today. I'm doing the museum area, like I said, and the entrance area, but then I also decided at the very end of this video to get rid of where the campsite area is, which added just a little bit of extra time onto my normal recording time. But yeah, we're going to, like I usually do, get rid of the flowers and trees in the area and then just go down from levels of foliage to water to getting rid of the cliffs, and yeah. So this area where my museum typically goes is probably one of the things that I disliked the most about my island before starting this flattening series. I typically like to make my museum areas very grandiose and large, and I like to put around fossils that have already been donated that don't need to be donated anymore. I usually like to decorate fossils around and sometimes put works of art. I just like to make it like a really big scene, and I did not do this at all when I was decorating my island the first time. It's this tiny little area that's right next to the beach, and it was very, very awkward, and so honestly I'm very happy to be getting rid of it just because it was not doing anything for the museum, to be honest. Because the museum and entrance areas sort of flow into each other, I decided to get rid of all of the foliage and trees and then water and then cliffs, sort of all in the same group. So instead of like how the Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny episode went, where I did Nook's Cranny section and then did all of the Able Sisters section, I sort of just did these two parts of land together. So I smushed them all into one because it's kind of, they flow very well into each other, and so it just felt easier to do it that way. While I'm happy to be getting rid of the museum area, I'm still very upset to be getting rid of the entrance area. I feel like I did a really good job in the terraforming in this area. I think it was one of my better fleshed out areas, and I'm sad to have to take it all apart, but again, it has to go, unfortunately. Also, I've noticed that as I've moved villagers to the outskirts and I've gotten rid of all of like decorations and a bunch of terraforming type things, they seem to be like clinging to the areas that still are decorated, and I don't know if that's intentional game design, but it kind of makes me feel really bad to be getting rid of all of these areas because the villagers are just like hovering around where there's still trees and where there's still like stuff to see, I guess, but it's so sad. It's just empty. Everything else is empty, and it feels like they're like sad that all of this deforestation is going on. I mean, I get it, but I don't know if that's intentional or not. I've just noticed it. Also, the amount of times that I've needed to go to Nook's Cranny, like, why am I not buying multiple shovels in one visit? I guess I finally got a clue since I just bought 2, but like, I feel like I visited at least 3 times already. Also, you'll notice in the background a new addition to the villager lineup, Miss Whitney over there. I am not explicitly planning out villagers, but I do want to have villagers on my island that coincide with the blue color theme, and Whitney is that perfect like white ice blue, and I'm really happy to have just stumbled upon her on an island. But yeah, she's on the beach now. She never got a chance to be in the neighborhood, but she is brand new to the island and I'm happy to have her here. So I'm beginning to get rid of these cliffs from top to bottom, just like how I usually do. The top cliffs are being gotten rid of in sort of a free-form way, like how I like to get rid of water. I like to get rid of water in a free-form type of way, just because it seems the easiest way to me, unless it's a particularly thick river. But yeah, these top cliffs are being gotten rid of just how I think it's easiest, and then the bottom ones I will be moving back to doing my classic row style. And then I know I said I would never do horizontal rows again, that the up and down technique was superior, and it is superior, but sometimes it just feels like the land is just shaped in a way that calls for side to side. So I did make an exception in this case. I did side to side rows, even though you can still see me clearly messing up and down is definitely still superior because just the depth perception of Animal Crossing is kind of weird, but yeah, it felt like side to side was better, just the way that the land was shaped. So at this point, I had finished all that I had originally assumed when I began filming. This is all that I thought I was going to get done today. But then I realized I had only been recording for like 35 minutes. Usually I like to record for a good 45 to an hour. So this is me spontaneously deciding, hey, why not get rid of this river over here? And so I did. I'm getting rid of the river, and I will be moving up to get rid of the campsite area, like I said, that is just above this river, and you'll see me run into it. I didn't really show the campsite a lot, I don't think, but it's right below the neighborhood to like the bottom left of where the neighborhood sits. So I'll be getting rid of that chunk of land as well, just so that I can extend my filming footage, I guess, was the original reason, but also because I don't have to put all of the campsite plus the neighborhood plus behind resident services in one episode. I thought that breaking it up this way would make things a lot more evenly spread out so that I don't end up with like an hour and a half long video for the last one. And once again, approaching this how I typically do, we're getting rid of the plants in the area. There's a little bit of inventory deliberation because I know that my inventory is quite full from getting rid of the entrance and museum areas, but we're getting rid of the plants, then we'll be getting rid of water, and then finally we'll be getting rid of the cliffs. And again, I'm apologizing for the way that I get rid of this cliff. The side-to-side rows just felt like they really called for this sort of situation. It was either a million up and down rows or just like 4 side-to-side rows. So I'm sorry. You can see that I'm definitely struggling with, not accidentally building cliffs, but yeah, I guess I'm just such a hypocrite because I really said that I would never do side to side cliffs again, and then here I am doing it multiple times in the very next video. Okay, so now we have gotten rid of everything that I wanted to today, and a little bit of what I didn't want to get rid of today, but then decided that I did. That's the whole campsite area, the museum area, and entrance area. Count how many times I say area in this video because I've noticed that while hearing myself back. But yeah, I've gotten rid of everything that I needed to. We're gonna check the map just so you can see how clear it is. Wow. Okay, and the next episode is gonna be probably one of the biggest ones because we have a lot of land to get rid of, so I'll probably have to do a faster speed up. And also, I'm just noticing how my character's eyeballs are always looking to the side. Like, that's always, perpetually looking to the side. That's crazy. But anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and yeah, I'll see you next video, getting rid of behind resident services and where the neighborhood used to be. Again, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, any support that you can give really helps me out as a small creator. Thank you. Bye!